Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the Albay Provincial Health Office is accelerating the completion of documents necessary for full universal health care implementation in the province. According to the Provincial UHC focal person and Acting Assistant Provincial Health Officer, Dr. Maria Theresa C. Bilarma, the province has already completed the preparatory phase, which is the first level in UHC integration site implementation. Bilarma highlighted the province's remarkable achievement, having completed this preparatory level within 6 months following Albay's UHC integration last February 2024. The official stated that this accomplishment was possible because Albay prepared the necessary paperwork and modes of verification even before the official integration last year. The official revealed that they are now working simultaneously on the organizational and functional levels to expedite their completion. Bilarma shared that they have already completed 52% of the required verification based on the key results areas or the performance indicators for the organizational level, while also advancing on the functional phase of the local health system's maturity level. The official reported that they aim to finish the remaining phase this year by achieving the minimum outputs necessary to facilitate local health system integration. Once completed, Bilarma noted that the public will have improved access to quality health care, financial protection, and a more efficient and coordinated health care system. In other story, the local government unit of Libon invites candidates to participate in this year's search for Binibining Kami Naman. Through its Libon Trade, Tourism, Culture and Investment Office, it has announced that interested candidates may submit their application requirements to the office and join the exclusive screening on May 1 at 9 a.m. at the Zubiri Building, first floor, LGU compound. Aspiring candidates residing in Libon, aged 18 to 25 by pageant night, who are unmarried and have never been or never given birth, are encouraged to join the pageant. Official candidates will receive 10,000 pesos in financial assistance from LGU Libon, while cash prizes for title holders and runner-ups will range from 50 to 15,000 pesos. The coronation night will take place on May 28 at the Libon Macapagal Gymnasium. Meanwhile, the Albay Provincial Tourism, Culture and the Arts Office encourages Albayanos to embrace Libon's traditions and culture by participating in this year's festival. In the national scene, the International Criminal Court's decision to deny the request from former President Rodrigo Duterte's camp to limit identity documents for participating victims in the drug war case has been praised by the victims' lawyer, Christina Conte, who represents several families of victims of extrajudicial killings. In an interview, Conte stated that the ICC's pre-trial chamber ruled against restricting acceptable identification documents to national IDs and passports, which many victims' families are unable to provide. Conte highlighted that broadening the acceptable IDs promotes fairness, especially since many of the marginalized families affected by the Duterte administration's anti-drug campaign lack passports or national IDs. Victims who wish to be heard must submit proof of identity, their relationship to the victims, and the harm they have experienced. The lawyer also mentioned that a support group will assist families in applying for recognition as participating victims. In other story, the Philippine government is taking a strong stance against the spread of online disinformation, particularly fake news aimed at public figures and institutions, according to the National Bureau of Investigation. NBI Director Jamie Santiago emphasized that the agency is treating fake news seriously and is actively pursuing cases against vloggers, including overseas Filipino workers who are involved in spreading misleading content. The NBI has filed complaints against 4 vloggers with the Department of Justice for allegedly editing and manipulating video clips of public officials, including NBI Director Santiago himself. Senior Agent Raymond McRoll of the NBI's Criminal Intelligence Division disclosed that one of the manipulated videos falsely suggested that Santiago had threatened overseas Filipino workers with arrest. Santiago denied the allegations made by certain vloggers who accused the NBI of employing scare tactics against OFWs. The official confirmed that 4 vloggers, all OFWs, have already been charged. In addition to implementing advanced surveillance systems, In other news, the government aims to provide over 900 patient transport vehicles to various regions by the end of the year, striving to meet the goal of delivering an ambulance to every municipality in the country. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. announced plans to deliver a total of 985 emergency vehicles nationwide by the end of 2025. The president mentioned that the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office, which oversees the program, has already distributed 567 ambulances this year. This initiative is part of the 2.2 billion peso budget earmarked for purchasing 1,000 ambulances to be distributed across the nation, enhancing preparedness and response to disasters and emergencies at both local and national levels. The emergency vehicles are being allocated to local government units and hospitals through Medical Transport Vehicle Donation Program of the PCSO. Each vehicle comes equipped with a stretcher, oxygen tank, and blood pressure monitor, all designed to ensure the timely and safe transportation of patients. And in the news outside the country, over 60,000 students in Myanmar will retake their university entrance exams after their answer sheets were incinerated in a fire caused by last month's earthquake, stated media report. The 7.7 magnitude quake resulted in the death of over 3,700 people and damaged buildings in Myanmar's central region, particularly in Mandalay, the country's second most populous city. In the aftermath, a fire erupted at Mandalay University, destroying examination papers from 62,954 high school students from northern regions that were being graded, according to military government at the time. Myanmar's matriculation exams are a significant milestone for teenagers, shaping the trajectory of their future studies. About 130,000 students took the exams nationwide last year, state media indicated. The Mandalay University fire destroyed more than 373,000 individual papers from students in the regions of Mandalay and Sagaing, both heavily impacted by the March 28 quake, as well as Kachin, the military reported. And finally, in the news outside the country, Ukraine is willing to engage in direct peace talks with Russia only after a ceasefire is established, President Volodymyr Zelensky stated amid increasing U.S. pressure to resolve the 3-year-old conflict. U.S. Presidential Envoy Steve Witkoff is scheduled to visit Moscow this week, according to the White House, while another U.S. envoy will participate in new discussions with European officials in London. U.S. media reports have indicated that U.S. President Donald Trump has suggested recognizing Moscow annexed territory in Crimea as Russian, and this matter will be addressed. Trump, who had promised to secure a Moscow-Kiev agreement within 24 hours of taking office, has not been able to obtain concessions from Russian President Vladimir Putin in 3 months since. And that's all for the news at 12, April 24, 2025. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our news writer, Albay PIO and Erica Dumlao. And on the technical side, Chad Bobis. Of course, our Provincial Information Officer, Mary Luduga Castillo. And under the supervision of our Governor, Edsel Grex Lagman, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.